What exactly is a super lawyer? That's what I've been curious to find out, and last night I did a fair bit of due diligence preparing for the video that I wanted to make, well, today. Now, I want to make it crystal clear. In this video, I don't want to be talking about my opinion on the subject, so I'm going to keep it specifically towards various opinion pieces I found online relating to super lawyers and how exactly one obtains that title and what all it means. In this video, we will be taking a look at said opinion pieces, so get ready and let's get started. Now, for anyone out of the loop, why are we talking about super lawyers today? Well, that's because a few became quite vocal on Twitter yesterday. Now, I'm not going to, again, state my opinion on any of that. I just wanted to present to you some opinion pieces on what a super lawyer is, as I already mentioned in the introduction. But if you're curious about what occurred on Twitter last night, or really all throughout yesterday, going on for 24 hours or so, take a look at Redacted Law's Twitter, go to tweets and mentions, and you can kind of piece together the story from there. But I am assuming a number of you are familiar about what's been going on. And if you're not, well, you can take a look there. Or just keep watching this video. That works out too, because this will still be informative for if and when you ever care about what a super lawyer is. And if you end up going to Redacted's tweets and mentions and taking a look over there. But let's get started. I found a couple different write-ups, a couple different opinion pieces on various websites. But the first source I actually want to take a look at is over on Reddit, because this isn't from a website talking about law. This is from the subreddit Our Law Firm, and someone's basically asking about, well, super lawyers. So let's take a look. It says, I'm apparently a rising star. I don't know what I did. I guess my friends nominated me. So first of all, rising star is actually, it's not just like, it's literally a title on the super lawyer website. As far as I understand, the rising star isn't quite a super lawyer, but it's, as it sounds, someone that they view as a rising star. That's why the op here capitalized R and S in rising star. They went on to state, I don't know what I did. I guess my friends nominated me. So that is actually how the system works in part. I'll tell you more about how the system works to become a rising star or a super lawyer as we continue through this video. But right now, keep in mind that you do have to be nominated, but there is also more details than that. We'll go over that. Continuing on with the post, reads, do people here think it looks stupid to promote a scammy award? So this person gets the offer, is informed that they're a rising star, already thinks it's kind of scammy. Again, I don't want to state my opinion on this. Make your own opinion on this with the information at hand. It seems like a lot of my colleagues, plaintiff side employment litigation, promote their selection as a super lawyer. Maybe clients for plaintiff side lawyers are less discerning and more impressed by words like super. What have you all done with awards like this? Is it worth buying a $260 plaque? This was posted from 3 years ago, by the way. So, actually, hold up. We got a little ahead. I wanted to scroll down, and I forgot this is actually a picture, not not the web page. So let me just move myself out of the way there. I'll just go over here for a second. There we go. So the replies, I wouldn't buy the plaque, but there's no harm in adding another item to your list of achievements for marketing purposes. I suppose my issue with promoting the award is potential clients might be impressed, but potential referral sources, other lawyers, might think I'm a grandstanding idiot. Again, make of that what you will, but it seems to be implied that some lawyers look at super lawyers as grandstanding idiots, according to the op. Response to that, look at any trade publication and see how many people use the award for marketing. The response to that is actually cut off, but it reads, it's marketing. I think other lawyers will think you are trying to attract clients. And that's where the thread ends. So we'll move on to the next piece of information that I want to show you in this video. But I think this one was quite interesting because it's unbiased. It's just a lawyer who's been nominated and is wondering if it's worth promoting, if it's worth buying the plaque. Seems like a very neutral opinion, or rather a neutral stance, but we can definitely kind of see what the opinion is. But I'll leave that to your thoughts. Let's continue. So spoiler alert, I already accidentally tabbed to this one in the middle of recording, as you saw, but now we'll go over this for real. So what is super lawyers? Super lawyers is an arm of Thomas Reuters, a major player in the legal arena that, as you probably know, acquired West Publishing some years ago and so also owns Westlaw. In short, Super Lawyers is an attorney rating service that recognizes lawyers from across the US annually on Super Lawyers and Rising Stars lists based on area of practice, firm size, and geographic location. How does the Super Lawyers rating system work? The Super Lawyers patented multi-phase selection process generally begins with nominations by other lawyers, which the organization solicits in part through surveys. The Super Lawyers research team also identifies candidates on its own. Each candidate is then assigned a point value by the research team based on 12 indicators of peer recognition and professional achievement, including multiple verdicts or settlements, years of experience, honors, certifications, publications, and other professional achievements. The sources for the research include a proprietary list of database and online sources, including national and local legal trade publications. The lawyers with the highest point values are advanced to a blue ribbon review by a panel of invited attorneys who are themselves nominees with particularly high point values. The panelists rate the final candidates on a scale of 1 to 5. The candidates are then grouped into firm size categories, with the top scorers receiving Super Lawyers designations within those categories. Finally, those with the highest points are also assigned to top lists like Top 100 2016 Texas Super Lawyers, Top 50 2016 Women Pennsylvania Super Lawyers, and Top 5 2016 Michigan Consumer Super Lawyers, etc. Continuing on with this opinion piece, it reads, Racket, you decide. Even if the Super Lawyers nomination and rating process is generally on the up and up, it still is reasonable to ask some follow-up questions before you decide how involved you want to be. For indeed, Super Lawyers is a moneymaker, and one may question whether its listings are the best way for potential clients to find or evaluate good attorneys. Starting with the nomination process, although non-attorneys cannot officially nominate attorneys for consideration, Super Lawyers does accept informal nominations, including from marketers. Although attorneys are not given nomination points based on these informal nominations, the attorneys are nonetheless added to a pool for evaluation. In other words, even if you cannot nominate yourself, you can get yourself evaluated by Super Lawyers simply by making sure someone, including your marketing team, submits your name. This arguably takes the sting out of the company's efforts to avoid backscratch nominations and campaigning for inclusion. A few more write-ups here, and then we'll move on to the next opinion piece. In closing, finally, you should be aware that if you include your personalized Super Lawyers badge/logo on your website, the version they offer you generally includes a link back to their site. This gives their search engine optimization a further boost, and if clients click on the link even just to view your profile, they are swept into the Super Lawyers profile area, where they may also be invited to view the profiles of your competitors. So you are starting to get an idea of the business model behind the Super Lawyers site, how it's run, and, well, of course, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Here's the final, yes, this is the next opinion piece. We'll move on in a moment. Here's the final area of the current piece we're taking a look at, though. Pay to play. Finally, the rub. Although you cannot buy a nomination or rating, you can buy plenty of marketing services from Super Lawyers, including paying to upgrade your online profile in their database. This part to me, and I don't want to, sound opinionated in any sort of way, so I'm not going to state my opinion on this. I'm just going to say that feature somewhat sounds, it has a semblance of apps like dating apps, right? Where you can boost your profile. So apparently you can pay to upgrade your profile in the database. I'm not going to state any opinion on that. It is what it is. But of course, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. This is where all the effort pays off for Thomas Reuters and where many lawyers become particularly uncomfortable. From the online marketing perspective, remember that Super Lawyers, like other big attorney profile aggregation sites such as Avo and FindLaw, yet another legal marketing arm of Thomas Reuters, has an advantage in coming up for attorney searches online. It also actively promotes itself to the public as a place to find the best attorneys. Thus, it creates advantages for attorneys who are listed on its site, and especially for those who pay to make their profiles more visible. Pay to make their profiles more visible. Again, referencing what I said a moment ago, interesting business model indeed. Continuing on. This is a new opinion piece. Reads, lawyers nationwide are cheering that a court has finally mustered the courage to expose the well-funded corporations behind Super Lawyers, Rising Stars, Best Lawyers, Superior Attorney, Leading Lawyer, Top-Rated Counsel. This month, the New Jersey Supreme Court Committee on Attorney Advertising made it clear what they are. They are bogus. Now, again, this is not my opinion. This is the opinion of this opinion piece we're reading. Did they really think that lawyers and the courts were that stupid? Yes, they did. They have thought so for years. I mean, look at all the attorneys who paid good money for meaningless accolades year after year. Smart, honest attorneys were duped into wasting good money on bogus awards. For a long time, they have deluded lawyers into buying a badge, buying a listing, or claiming a profile. But that's all over now. We've always known better. It took one fearless court to stand up to the venture capital-backed rascals. Now attorneys can breathe a sigh of relief and market themselves as they've always wanted to, honestly and ethically. That's it for the opinion pieces I wanted to take a look at in terms of actual write-ups. But we're not done just yet. The last opinion piece we took a look at here had a comment section. Let me show you some of the comments that were made there. Starting with this one. It says, for several years, Super Lawyers has included me on their list. I receive a Super Lawyers listing every year that lists every Super Lawyer. I am surprised at all the inadequate lawyers on the Super Lawyers list. The award, this is from another poster, a different person. The award is an absolute joke. Every lawyer knows that becoming a super lawyer is as simple as walking into the office of the guy next to you and asking him to nominate you. What kind of award is it when you have to pay for your own plaque? Continuing. Another comment, another different person. Just a joke and ridiculous. We hired a super attorney and it was a big mistake. Well, that's because you hired a super attorney, not a super lawyer. I'm just kidding on that one. We hired a super attorney and it was a big mistake. Just hire a good attorney. It is just some hype and peers nominating friends. I just became aware of a junior associate with no experience being nominated. Great attorneys who are reputable do not have to have super to add to their credentials. I hope you found this video interesting and informative, and I also want to make it crystal clear. When I looked up these opinion pieces, I wasn't searching for bad information on super lawyers or good information on super lawyers. What I Googled, and you can do the same thing and find the articles that I was able to, was simply, what are super lawyers? And as a caveat, I did a second search, what are super lawyers Reddit? Because I was curious what anyone had posted on Reddit. That's how I found the Reddit post. Wasn't going out of my way to look for any good or bad reviews. This is simply what came up the most in terms of what I was able to find, but you might find something different. Again, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I would love to know your take on super lawyers and what you think of this system of nominations and paying for a plaque. Is that normal? Is that okay? What do you think about all of that? Let me know in the comments below. Lastly, I should mention my internet has been complete trash the last few days, and it's not looking any better today so far, so I might not have a live stream today. Hopefully the internet gets fixed relatively soon. Right now, it is a major struggle, so I'm working on dealing with that. So if the content's a bit slow, yesterday, today, maybe tomorrow, though hopefully it's fixed by today. That's why. It's very much a struggle for me to get content done right now. And on that note, I did release a video yesterday titled, If you support Vic Mignogna, you are in danger. I have some shout outs for the wonderful people who helped promote that video over on Twitter. And if you promoted it anywhere else on the internet, I also appreciate that. I just only know when it's posted on Twitter due to my system's restrictions. But those people are Zach Fox, J Mewtwo, Cody Pog, The Burning Magician, Alex Lux, Random Fandom, Yang HQ, Anime Tony, hashtag I stand with Vic on Vic's side, The Borg, Enigmatic Wonder, Elliot Bechtel, Fade Apocalypse 7, Spandez the Pirate, A Shot of Whiskey, Sonico Kenko, and CJ, oh, we have a few more, Sunpan, hashtag I stand with Vic, Omni the Astral King, Toro, Fox Army. Thank you all very much for your assistance in promoting that video. Lastly, our Discord server, now with over 3,000 members. We're working on making some improvements on the server right now too. If you're not in the server, you should join the server. The link is in the description. It's open to the public. We'd love to see you there. And if you'd like to do a bit extra to support this channel and the content that we are creating here, consider becoming a sponsor on Patreon. Link below for that as well. I hope you enjoyed. Again, let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I will see you next time.